What is up, rivals? Welcome back to yet another episode of Rival Kingdoms. My name is Sawcasm, and today we're going to do an ancient guide for one of my current favorite ancients, Nocti. Don't forget to leave a like rating and subscribe if you're new, and with that said, let's get right into the video. So let's take a look at his skills real quick. First of all, Nocti, it doesn't really flow off the tongue too well. Nakhti. I don't know, maybe if you're from like a different country or something, or different, you speak a dialect or something. But anyway, let's take a look at his skills. His first skill is Sandstorm. 5 mana creates a Raging Sandstorm. Who would have guessed? Sandstorm creates a Sandstorm. Enemies within are slowed by 50% and take damage a second for 5 seconds. Next skill, Fire Elemental. Summons 2 Fire Elementals. Levels scale up with levels, so that's pretty good. And Breath of Ra. Charges solar energy, blasts in an area, causing a bazillion damage to all buildings. Does deal quite a lot of damage and is a huge nuking ability. So yeah, that's just general skills. I'll explain kind of how to use them as we get into some attacks. Alright guys, a couple things about Nocti. He is the optimal ancient for when you could snipe off to get 15 mana, snipe enough true portals off without getting hurt to get 15 mana. So you see we snipe this off of the dragon, snipe this off of the dragon. If that equals 15 mana and they have a Primus Conduit surrounded by some huge defenses such as Catapult and Arrow Launcher, Nocti is by far the best ancient to use for that situation, because then we have Breath of Ra, which we could use to do a huge chunk of damage to all these important defensive structures next to the Primus Conduit. So that, in my opinion, is his main strength. He of course is a very strong ancient and has a couple other things going for him, but let's show you guys that in particular. So I'm going to try to make these attacks a little bit faster. I've realized that watching my videos back, I feel like my attacks are just a little too slow. I am trying to analyze and stuff like that, but it doesn't always work out so well as I had hoped, so whatever. We're going to destroy these buildings. We're probably going to get our dragon taken out. It's all good. We're now going to place down our maulers, place down our wardens to follow it up. Let's go, saving enough mana for this Breath of Ra skill. So all we need to do is take out one building. There we go, we have it, and gonna use it on all these buildings. Now look at that huge chunk of damage it did. Pretty much immediately took out the watchtower, and we're gonna place his summons down. Gonna be able to take out the stronghold, get another Breath of Ra, a huge burst of damage, yet another summon elemental. So basically we just chain these two, and perfect, super quick base takeout. All right guys, so something to keep note of. I do have Nocti at level 30 right now, and he starts off with 6 mana because of this. This means if we snipe off a true portal that gives us 4, we will immediately get some fire elementals. This means we don't necessarily need to run some maulers or soldiers to tank. We can run more wardens if you'd like to do some more damage. We can use the fire elementals to tank. Now they don't have the most HP and there's only 2 of them, but it's still a very effective strategy. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going to attack from this side because I do see a quite big opening here. We might even be able to snipe off this catapult with our dragon. So that's what we're going to do. Place our dragon down here, hopefully take out these true portals. We do have enough for our summon elemental. Once again, we don't even need a mauler. Who needs a mauler when you have some fire elementals? So we're going to take out this catapult for free. Now we could potentially use the Breath of Ra skill, but I want to show you the strategy, and that is what we're going to do. But first, we're going to try to take out as many of these defensive structures as possible before we place our troops down. Of course, want to be mindful of the time. Okay, so we are taking now, our dragons taking out. We're going to place down the summon fire elemental here. We are going to place down our wardens to follow it up, place down our paladin to follow that up, place some more fire elementals to do a little bit more tanking. We're going to keep spamming these as we get the mana for it. So you can see we're pretty much burning down the face, and there we go. Didn't even need to use the Breath of Ra skill with 30 mana left and pretty much almost full health on a troop. Now, as far as his first skill, it's good on finishing off very low health targets, or if they have the bunker, which is summoning some very strong troops, you could use it to slow them down a little bit. Overall, I just find it's most effective when you need to finish off something that has a little bit health left, but it's not super useful in my opinion. His main draws of Nocti are the Breath of Ra and the Fire Elementals. So let's get into one more attack. Let's attack from here so we can take out this true portal really quick with our dragon. I'm going to fly down here because I do see a Skywatcher over here and over here. So we are going to fly over here. I know that was kind of confusing with the camera and all that. We're going to place down our mauler in this weird corner here. We are going to take some damage, but that's okay. I'm prepared to heal it up with my paladin. I already placed down my fire elementals to help get through these walls a little bit faster. Notice that we taken some damage from the poison spell tower, but that is perfectly okay. We are progressing through this base relatively nicely at a relatively nice base. We're progressing through this base at a nice pace. We're gonna use Breath of Ra and then follow it up with some summon elementals. There we go. Now we have the first skill. Use it on these. Unfortunately, I could have got the rest of this gold if I kept my dragon alive, flied it over there, but it's all good. Okay, now for the actual final attack. They have all their true portals inside, so we're not gonna be able to snipe much off. We could snipe these, then we'd probably die right away from that sky tower. Same thing over here. We could snipe off this one potentially, then the watchtowers would. Okay, so he did a good job of defending the snipe, except for this bunker right here. We can snipe off bunkers. In case you guys don't know, dragons don't set off, they don't alert the bunkers, so they're really good for sniping bunkers, really good for sniping pretty much everything. And yeah, so we're gonna progress through this base. Mauler's already out taking a ton of damage. Gonna place my paladins directly on them, heal them up, but the paladin AI, what are you doing? Get back here to the battle. That is always a problem with paladins. Gonna get my dragon out of the way. That was a complete accident, but I'm gonna pretend like it was on purpose. We're gonna take out the stronghold here. Gonna use our summon fire elemental skill. Fast forward this the whole time. Use our first spell rather, on the buildings with low health. Gonna summon the fire elemental just to rack up this extra gold a little bit faster. And there we go, guys. Burning this guy's gold down. Taking all the gold. Your gold is mine. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. There you have it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this little Nocti guide. I hope you guys found this useful, maybe entertaining. If you did, please leave a like rating. It would truly help me out. Subscribe if you're new. I've been enjoying Nocti a ton. Gonna show you guys some more ancient guides. Let me know in the comments below your favorite ancient and any ancient you would like to see me do in a future guide. Now, it obviously has to be one that I played, but maybe it is, so leave it in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace!